Namaste, everybody, Divine Tribe. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. I'm sure a lot of people, I'm just going to say this right now. It's been a little bit slow on YouTube. I know a lot of it has to do with the night's events and what's going on today. It's a pretty big a day for the United States of America as we're dealing with the election. And I know a lot of YouTubers and YouTube channels are streaming live right now. So, I am here. I am Chi. Thank you so much for joining my channel. This is Divine Vibrations with Chi, and I am here to hopefully uplift and bring some positive things for your day, maybe even change up a little bit about why voting for yourself is what actually counts the most and truly what matters. Because honestly, even though we live in a democratic society, we need to bet on ourselves and vote on ourselves, right? Because in the end of the day, it is us working for our own betterment that really makes a difference. Oh, there's a card. So for those of you who are just joining me, I have been on this journey to better myself, bring myself to a higher sense of awareness, my own self-awareness, and I've been doing the My Soul Challenge, and it's associated with these amazing little cards. The card set is by Dr. Renee Purdy, and she's a naturopathic doctor. And let me just show you the box right there. You can pick this up on Amazon or just going to www.mysoulchallenge.com. And I've been on this, I think this is week 17 now of the My Soul Challenge. And I have been just, I'll be honest with you, I feel amazing since I started doing this. Because it's taking me through different levels of where I've been at in my own personal journey, and helped me really open my eyes to some of the things that maybe previous to this that I was not aware of or even tuned into, right? And now I'm tuned in, turned on, and it's just been a whole lot of fun, you guys. So what happens is you get these challenges and you get a quote usually, and code, you scan it into the My Soul Challenge app, and then when you scan it in, it gives you some challenges that you could do. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's see here. There it is. Doo-doo. And start there. All right. Haha. That one might actually be a really good one for me. So it says, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded, by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Again, I'm going to read that again. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived is this is to have succeeded. So I know a lot of us measure success by how much money we have, what car we drive, how much investments we have, who we know, how popular we are. But in actual fact, I love this right here. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Me, that means that if we have helped another person, if we are mindful in the ways that we help other people, in our actions, in our deeds, in our verbiage, the way we speak to others and treat others, and maybe helped out someone in some way and made it a little bit better for somebody else, then we have actually reached that pinnacle of success that I think banks, I think more for us in what I call the soul bank, right? So the karmic bank, if you will. So I really love that. That is really cool. So let's go take a look at the challenge and see what it says is it's about. Okay, and it says practice mindful shopping. About this challenge, with each purchase, you have the power to affect others and the environment. Isn't that the truth? Practice mindful shopping by choosing local, purchasing fairly traded items with a low environmental impact, and avoiding unnecessary purchases. When you do this, you are casting your vote for the kind of world you want. The challenge inspiration is, who are you supporting and impacting with your purchases? What environmental impact will your purchases have? Can you spend a day without making any purchases? That's awesome. Today would be one of those days for me where I did not go out, I did not make any purchases, not online or anywhere else, because I didn't need anything, right? And oftentimes we convince ourselves that we need things, but in actuality, we really do not need so many of the things that we actually have. And it tends to actually clutter our personal spaces. One of the things that I've been personally working on is decluttering and cleaning out my closets, making space for new things and new experiences and feeling just that lift. And I've been reading a book. It's called Essentialism, and I'll put it in the link below in the description box so you can actually check it out either at your library or at a book club or something like that. But it's about decluttering our life and the fact that we can live with so much less. And in fact, we carry such a weight upon us because of how much we have. And we purchase these things thinking we need them, but in actuality, we don't need them. We're just kind of like going with the status quo, what everyone else is saying. And instead, rather scaling back and not buying those things actually helps us to be more mindful about our world and the impact that our purchasing power has on the world as well. It says, purchase local and sustainable, which I love to do. I love to support local. I love to support mom and pop organizations. I love to support small businesses. I love to support new entrepreneurs, and especially people that are making mindful choices in their business practices and their business models as well. I pay special attention to where your items are produced. So if you're buying things like from faraway lands, I mean, and some of those things we can't avoid buying them, but sometimes there is a more local choice that is a little more expensive. So one of the things that I do is I'm in a co-op for all of my cleaning products, and I buy my cleaning products from the Grove Collective, but I buy all local. And I buy all natural. And that is my way of making an impact. And instead of buying products that affect our waterways and our water systems in negative ways, I buy things that are much more earth friendly. I also switched to, so here in Portland, Oregon, we no longer have plastic bags. You have to bring your own bag to the grocery store, which I absolutely love. So I have reusable bags. But one thing I noticed was when I bought vegetables and fruit, you still had plastic bags. Even though we banned shopping bags that are plastic, the fruit bags were plastic as well. And one of the things that I mindfully made a choice to do is I went to the store and I bought cloth vegetable bags. Yeah, reusable vegetable bags where I can take them to the store. I can put my vegetables in them and reuse them time and time and again. And I'm not impacting the environment by pulling out a plastic bag when I want to put my bananas in a bag or my apples in a bag or what have you. So we all can make small little changes and practices to our daily lives that actually, if more of us are doing it, it would be a tremendous impact on the environment. So I urge you to take a look at how you practice your daily life. It does not take a lot to do something, just even the smallest thing, right? Can make a huge difference if more people were doing it. Choose products with minimal packaging. I do that. I try to buy products in bulk so that I'm not buying single-use items. I'm not buying smaller quantities, and I'm spacing myself out, especially if it's something that I know I'm going to use over time and doesn't expire for a while, right? Reflect on needs versus wants. Avoid impulsive purchases. That is a huge one because let's be honest, and you turn on the TV, you turn on YouTube, you turn on social media, and they are marketing to us everywhere. You walk outside your door and there's marketing. You check your mail and there's marketing. So you are being marketed to literally all the time. All the time. It's a continuous stream. So avoiding impulsive purchases is a huge thing. Choose ethically produced products when you can. Yeah, I try to choose ethically produced products. One of the things I do is like my sponges are walnut shells. They're made out of walnut shells and coconut husks. So that they biodegrade. Instead of using paper towels all the time, I have paper towels, but instead of going through a 6-pack roll every week or 2 weeks, I bought these paper towel sponges that can be washed, reused, and I use them to clean up the floor spills. I use a different one for my countertops. I use a different one for my bathrooms, and they're like the size of a paper towel, and you can buy these online. And they're like a paper towel, but they're like a sponge paper towel, and they're actually cooler than a paper towel. And guess what? I am not throwing a paper towel away. A tree is not dying to make me a paper towel so because of something I spilled on the floor, my kids spilled on the floor. It is amazing. And it makes me feel super awesome every time I use it. And I actually tell myself, good job, because I wipe down my countertops several times a day. And to be able to have this and use sustainable and earth-friendly products and then be able to wash it and hang it up or wash it and throw it in the wash is awesome because it goes in with my towels and then voila, it goes in the dryer, comes out, and I've got a paper towel sponge again, and I'm not using paper towel. It says choose ethically produced products when you can. Yes, I try to do that. And spend a day without making any purchases. Oh, I just love it. I didn't even realize that today was one of those days. And I actually go quite a bit of days without making any purchases. And that just is something that I've tried to do. In fact, like I said, I'm downsizing, right? And so I'm really making a concerted effort not to spend my money and to preserve what where I'm spending and make conscious choices with what I'm spending. I love it. This is an awesome challenge, and I am definitely up for that. All right. So let's go ahead and pull a, what's the word? An affirmation out of the affirmation toolkit. Let's see here. And I love it. Today, right here, right now, I start moving towards my life's purpose. Yes, I love it. I love it. In fact, I was actually watching a YouTube episode with Deepak Chopra. Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's Deepak Chopra and Varma. Let's see, who was it? Let me go to my library. I think I just recently liked it today. Let me see if I added it to my videos. I'm sure I did. Oh, yes. Sarva Priyanananda, and he's a Swami Sarva Priyananda, and Deepak Chopra. And it was exploring reality and our own perception of reality. And it was super fulfilling video to watch. And they were talking about the identity of self, right? And how we ourselves identify with ourselves and who our real self is. It's not always we think it's this person that's living this life, but actually that's, like I've said before, this is just a suitcase. The real me is the me that's observing me in so many ways, right? I love it. So I encourage you to check that out, and I'll put the link to that YouTube video in there too. So a while back, I had actually purchased the Divine Energy Oracle by Sonia Choquette, and I never opened it, and I actually just opened it just now. And I'm going to pull out some messages from the Divine Energy Oracle deck, and then I'm going to close with that because I feel like that is plenty good of what it is today, and the fact that new things are happening all over our world. Oh, there's one. Let's get a couple messages. Oh, there's a few. All right. So, oh, I don't know who this is for. There's 4 of them actually. So, says wake up call. Maybe we're all getting a wake up call. Maybe I need a wake up call. I love wake up calls because they always put me in right on the path, I think. And sometimes we think wake up calls are negative, right? But they're not. They're actually quite the opposite. They're positive. Address your addictions. Now that was a wake up call for me. One of my addictions was smoking cigarettes. Another one was I used to also smoke pot. I never really drank that much. I mean, I did drink, but it wasn't like my thing. But I found that when I released the hold that, and pot wasn't even a tough one for me. Cigarette smoking was a tremendous vice for me. It was like none other I'd ever experienced. I had so much trauma and stress that it was linked to my smoking habit of cigarettes that it truly was a challenge for me to let go of that. And I am rounding a year now of being cigarette free. And that makes me feel really awesome. I believe November, is it November? November, sometime, yeah, November of last year was when I quit smoking. And the reason I know that is because I went in for surgery, and that was one of the reasons that motivated me. I needed a surgery, and I really needed to be smoke free for at least 30 days prior to the surgery. And my surgery was in December, and so I quit in November. And it was the best decision of my life. Truly, truly, truly the best decision of my life. And it helped me to know that I could overcome no matter what it was that was holding me back, I could overcome. And you can too. And some of us, you know, you have to seek help. I know it's really hard to ask for help. But one of the things that I had already preemptively started doing was that I had gone into therapy for my divorce and talking out all of the anxiety and depression surrounding that life change. And it just kind of made it easier, right? Going into the surgery and having offloaded a ton of other things, it made quitting cigarettes a lot easier because I found that I wasn't using it as a crutch as much. And then not at all. It says, live your soul, not your role. Oh, I love that. Live your soul, not your role. Oh my gosh, I might have to change the video to that. This is awesome. I'll save it for another one. That is huge part of the video from Deepak Chopra and Swami Sarvapriyananda was about the fact that, you know, oftentimes we think that we are this being and we live a role and we're cast into these roles and we put ourselves there and we allow other people to put ourselves there, but really we really need to dig into who we really are and the energy being that is just experiencing all this because we're soul beings. We've lived eternities. We're just consciously aware in this particular time frame, this little snippet, this little snapshot of a immense lifespan of energetic being that we've been. And once you really wake up to that, I think that you realize that what we're here for is not what we think we're here for. We are here to help each other. We are here to grow ourselves. We are here to awaken to, and this really gets me, we are here to awaken to who we really, really, really are. And once you do that, it's super hard to go back. So I hope that you are able to live your soul and not the role that somebody else or even you yourself have put yourself into, and awaken. It's like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. There are no words to describe how amazing it feels knowing that what I thought I was here for, and lastly, do what you love. I love talking to you. I love being here for people. I love helping people. And it is what has changed my life. Even if it helps one person, right? And I love being a good human being in this planet, in this space and time, and spreading love and kindness and joy and happiness, and living my best life. So, on that note, I want you to know that you are here for a purpose, and you are here to find your purpose. And once you do, it will change everything for you. There are things that won't even matter anymore that you thought was all the rage, right? Do what you love. Live your soul, not your role. Address your addictions. And this is your wake-up call. Today, right here, right now, start moving towards your life purpose. And you will see a tremendous shift in who and what and how your life changes, right? And lastly, to know even one life has breathed easier because of you, because you have lived, this is to have succeeded. Again, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded. Ralph Waldo Emerson. So this week's challenge, y'all, is to try to really be mindful of your purchases, make sustainable choices in shopping and in other ways in your life, in your spending. Try to keep a low environmental impact as we are trying to reduce our effects on the environment and Mother Earth and all that she gives us. Thank you so much again for joining me today. I am so grateful. Please like, subscribe to my videos, hit the notification bell, tell your friends about my channel. I'm Chi. This is Divine Vibrations with Chi. Thank you, my Divine Tribe, for joining me each and every week for these wonderful videos. And I hope to see you again. Namaste.